What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at this baby right here. This is going to be a review of the Dumbo RC remote control remote. I know, Dumbo RC. If you, it's almost like somebody is playing a game with these companies over in China. You know, we had the Wow Stick with 69 pieces, and now we have Dumbo RC. This thing gets like great reviews. Even Kevin Talbot loves it and preaches it. It's like 30 bucks on Amazon. I'll have a link down in the description below if you're interested after seeing this review. We're gonna put it in the TRX4 Sport, and I'm gonna go do like a range test with this thing to see if it works for my needs. I know it's not gonna be nothing like CROSSFIRE that I have in here. This thing's got FPV on it. I've got a whole playlist up here if you want to take a look at that. It's over here actually, about my FPV TRX4, what upgrades I've done to it, and everything like that. Here's the box that it comes in. About the only thing on it that's in English is 2.4 gigahertz and Dumbo RC. So that means that it will have absolutely zero instructions, which is true. This is like a 6 or 7 channel radio. It does a lot, but I've had to actually read through Amazon reviews to see how to use all the channels and stuff. I'm only using 2 right now, just throttle and steering. Typically, I was fine with CROSSFIRE, but just having that trigger and the nice steering wheel or something like that just makes the whole RC experience that much better. Now, as far as the build quality goes, this thing actually does not feel too bad at all. If you have Traxxas vehicles, this feels just as good or better than in the TQI or anything. When I first got the trigger, I thought that it was a little loose. I would have liked a little bit more tension, but it actually isn't bad. It gives me really good resolution with the TRX4, rocking the Hobbywing 1080, so loving that. Steering is the same way. It comes back to center pretty strongly. It's not a rubber wheel, it's a plastic wheel. That's about the only downside. And then of course up here we've got where all the magic happens to this thing. If I can get it open, you've got your first 2 channels there, dual rates, your centering, and also channel reversing, and that's pretty much all I'll be using on this. Runs off 4 AA batteries, comes with 1 receiver. You can only bind this remote to 1 receiver, so that's the downside of it. So it's basically like an RTR upgrade. I do have a FlySky GT5 coming, which is going to be running on my no prep car. That's going to have a lot more functionality to allow me to tune steering, throttle curves, and stuff like that. But this should get the job done for this as long as the range is good and I can have fun. If not, I'll probably have to go back to CROSSFIRE, at least during the winter time when I want to do my stuff in the woods. It would be just great if there was an actual radio with a JR module in it or something like that, but there's not. So this receiver has a gyro in it. I got it all mounted up and everything in here. I mounted it in here the right way with the tube, with the antenna up, so that way we can get a really good range test and see how this thing does, see if it feels safe, all that kind of stuff. Binding, there's a little bind button right here. You also use that button to turn the gyro on and off. I haven't figured out if there's a sensitivity setting on there yet. Who knows? It's not on that box anywhere, so we'll figure it out eventually. So let me get this mounted up, and then I'm gonna take it outside and we are going to give it a spin, and I'll show you guys a little bit of video. All right, starting out here in my driveway. I am camped out in the garage, concrete cave blocks. I am able to get to the all the way back corner of my property, about 2.5 acres away, all the way behind me, back behind the neighbor's house. I'm actually able to go all the way up to the front corner of my property and down the road even further. Then I decided to go down my back road as far as I could, testing latency the whole time. Didn't notice a single drop in performance or anything at all. It all felt just as smooth as regular. And honestly, I just turned around because I don't need to go back that far again. And then, of course, we'll just basically end it with a glorious move. Well, that went way better than I thought it was going to, guys. I cannot believe how good that thing does. Like, it's almost like it's sending out some kind of just signal to space. Like, I wonder if I already lost my hair, but I don't know. I am super shocked and I'm super happy. So I guess the only real big test now is going to be when I can actually cut that baby through the woods. But the way it was running behind the house, through the concrete and everything like that, you know, I'm stuck in a little cave back there. I am stoked. So if you guys want one of these for one of your RC cars or boats or whatever, link in the description below. And we will see you guys on the next video. Later.